What's going on? What's going on, everybody? I apologize. Forgive me for taking so long to upload another video. I have been working on videos for a while. I actually did about 6 or 7 videos since this one is being put out. But unfortunately, they kept getting copyright strike. And it's crazy because I remember when I first started doing this a year ago, it was like I couldn't miss. Like anything that I said in the background was smooth. But I guess, as always, the conditions in terms of YouTube changes, and it was almost like I literally did like 6 or 7 good videos, edited them and everything, and they all kept getting copyright strikes. So I had to come back. I guess with the idea that I have to figure out something different to do, but I can't put videos. Anime videos in the background like I used to because they kept getting struck down. And it's crazy because I had like 2 or 3 people message me and say, "Hey man, I ain't seen a video in a minute. Everything alright?" And I was like, "Yeah man, everything's alright." The copyright strikes. So till I get something figured out, I'm just gonna do normal background videos and then just hope for the best from that. But thank you all for joining in to the New Year's plus 13 days episode of Chevalier, where we are here to help people find happy, healthy, and long-term relationships. And as always, it don't matter whether you're black, white, Asian, Hispanic, Puerto Rican, South American, Australian, or even the penguins in Antarctica. Most people want a happy, healthy, and long-term relationship that's going to lead to some type of foundation where they can be appreciated, where they can be loved, where they can feel embraced. But most importantly, a situation where they can feel that somebody cares about them. And I think one of the biggest issues in dating for men going into the new year that I want to address is developing the courage to date. Because I know last year, one of my biggest videos was talking about nuclear rejection and how rejection can be a fuel to motivate. Because if you're, wasn't born rich, or you wasn't born looking like some pretty boy, some flexing looking pretty boy, like, not saying that things were harder necessarily, but they were not as easy, especially dating. And I think this almost clicks to another video that I did, but we'll talk about that later on. But I want to keep the clarity on the fact that I think a bigger portion of a lot of guys want to get out there and date and find wives and find happiness, but they get nervous and they get scared, and it almost like it almost like puts you in a situation where you're like, I want to do it, I'm ready, I want to jump out there. But it's like, not quite yet. Like, I want to do it, but I'm not quite ready. And when I say that, I mean, because a lot of guys are nervous. And they're scared of rejection. And I think I made a whole 2 or 3 videos about rejection because, rejection is like stepping on that nail with no shoes on. You go outside that one time and you step on that nail and it hurts so bad. Well, yeah, next time you go outside, you got armored, steel toe boots. But you learn a lesson. You never step outside again. Well, some guys just say, hey, man, I'm just going to go to the store, buy some reinforced boots, and every time I go outside, I got my shoes on. Some guys just say, I ain't going outside ever again. Because they went outside 100 times. And 100 times it was all good. And that one time you stepped outside, it didn't go good, and now you're scared to go outside. I think that's kind of not stupid. I understand it because rejection has affected every man who's dated long enough within the norm. Meaning, you got 10% of guys, or that 20% that's going to get every woman they ever wanted, or they're part of that 20% are the guys who, the moment they met the first woman they met, they fell in love with, they got married. Or, the first 2 or 3 tries, married. Happy, haven't divorced, haven't left, still together, and still happy. But I think within the majority of the normal experiences of most guys, if you date someone long enough, it tends to you tend to get a few rejections. And we spoke about nuclear rejections because some rejections hurt more than others. Some rejections are more like, I can get over it. Some rejections hurt the soul. But I say, even at the end of the day, I mean, you gotta have a short-term memory. I know one of my male clients was, who's been rejected a lot. He asked me, "Hey man, how do I get over this rejection? How do I get over this fear of asking a woman if I want to be with her?" And I said, well, the best way to combat that is you got to have a short-term memory. It's almost like being an athlete, because when you play sports, especially like football, you get a play where you throw the ball and the other team catches it. They call it an interception. I'm sorry, somebody's calling me. Hey, nobody calls all day long, but as soon as I make a video, somebody wants to call me. But the idea is that, throw the ball, the other team get an interception foul, and then the quarter, as you mind, you're like, man, I want to throw that route again. Some quarterbacks, to get their confidence back, they'll throw that same route. I need to get my confidence back. I think that's what happens in dating so often, that as men, we get hurt by that rejection. It tears into you. It grinds your soul. And then you get to that point where you're like, I don't want to get back out there anymore. You get to that point where you like, I want to get back out there, but I don't want to get hurt. And my thing is, we got to start being fearless, not fearful, because it's that fear that keeps you by yourself. It's that fear that keeps you single. It's that fear that keeps you away from the type of women you want to be happy with. It's that fear that keeps you lonely. It's that fear that keeps you depressed. Man, go out there and give it a try. And if you get 1,000 no's, god dang it, get 1,000 no's. Tell guys this all the time, man. Be ready for rejection. Just take it, battle it, punch it. You know what I'm saying? Give it that 1-2 coleslaw. Then get back out there. Rejection is a part of the game, man. It's like going to Vegas. You take your money out to Vegas, you might lose it all. But you don't not go to Vegas. Why? Because number one, you want to have a good time. And number two, you understand that losing everything is a part of the process. I'm the type of guy, if I go out to Vegas and I got $10,000, I already wrote that $10,000 off. That money's gone. I ain't even thinking about it. Well, why is that? Well, because I understand that the part of the process of dating is that it might work, it might not. And to so many clients, they look at me and they say, "Oh man, but it's easy for you to say that because you have someone." And I tell so many of my clients, well, yes, but you know how many rejections I had to take before I got the person that I have to spend my happy life with? A lot. Rejection just came to, I say, "Hey, how you doing? Let's go out to eat." And I'm like, okay, rejection. And she'd be like, no, let's go. And I was thinking something was wrong. She actually said yes. I was like, yeah, let's do it. And I'd be kind of good. Be feeling good about that. Because you expect it, because that's all you're used to knowing. But at least you ain't giving up, man. Because I tell you, for a lot of my guys out there who watch these videos, there's nothing harsher than rejection and being by yourself. Being single and lonely, it's enough to send people on a journey that they never come back from. A lot of people go on that journey and they never see them again. Because it destroys them that much. And I know a lot of people say, "Oh man, all you gotta do is just not be mad anymore." And got all these motivational speakings and it's like, "Pay me and I'll tell you how to get over it." And it's like, man, dude, it's crazy. Because a lot of the times when I'm dealing with certain people, I'm willing to do more than what I'm supposed to do because I want to see you get that result that bad. Because I used to be that dude that used to sit in the house on a Saturday or on a holiday, on Christmas. A lot of y'all spent New Year's by yourself. And it ain't even your fault. I want you men to know. You spent New Year's by yourself. It ain't your fault, young brother. You spent Christmas by yourself. It ain't your fault, young brother. A lot of guys think that I'm the reason why I'm single, and you're not, man. A lot of you guys are doing good out here. You're working hard. You're motivating yourself. You're staying on your grind, man. You're going out. You're buying suits. You're buying nice, clothes and keeping your face clean cut. And you're throwing on cologne, and you're slimming up the best version of yourself, and then you feel like it ain't good enough. And that is never the case. It's good enough, man. But what it is because that rejection still happens. A lot of you guys feel like it's not enough, that you're not doing enough, that you're doing a bad job, and you start questioning yourself. Should I speak to her? Should I continue? Maybe this isn't for me, or maybe it's just not my time, my season. I say, man, forget all that, dude. Forget all that. Put yourself. I mean, a lot of us watch anime, right? Think about your favorite anime characters, man. Mine is Berserk. Guts. He took a lot of beatings before he got to the ultimate primacy, the bend of the hawk. Sometimes you gotta be prepared to take a lot of beatings, man, because I don't even want to make this a bashing video, and I'm not. But I think that before we can start throwing stones at the glass house, man, we gotta protect our dwellings. And so often, it's easy to get on, because a lot of brothers say, oh man, I'm single, man, because ain't no good women out here. And I'm like, bro, that's the easy route. That's why so many of modern women are single, because they're freaking lazy. They don't want to do the work. And so it's easy to sit back and blame the men and say, it's the men's fault. Yeah, well, most of them are going to transcend onto the lonely island and live their peaceful days there until the end. Because it ain't nobody fault. It's everybody fault except for theirs. Excuse me. It's everybody fault except for theirs. So we're going to let them have that island. We're going to let them have that situation. At the end of the day, in the meantime, we're going to work on ourselves. We're going to take 1,000 rejections. We're going to keep going, and we're going to use it as motivation, because it's like, if I'm going to get rejected, I'm going to get rejected by every woman in Atlanta before I get up and push on. Yeah, I'm going to get rejected by every woman in LA. When I've exhausted all my options, then that's when I can put my head down and call my brother over there. Call me. Email me. Send me a message. I got a group on Facebook, man, and we talk every week about these different issues. It's called Chevalier. Talk every week about different things that would help young brothers who are trying to get in the market, get in the market. And the difference with me and a lot of other people are, I'm not asking for anything from anybody. And people are shocked. Oh man, you're not getting paid for this. No, because sometimes it matters more to give back than to always ask. I'm in a good position where I'm blessed, and God has blessed me on a level that humbles my heart. And I feel that the best way I can do to thank God for everything He's done for me is to get out here and attack the field where I know I'm best suited for. Helping people find happy and healthy relationships is what I'm best suited for. Because I've been there. I am a geek and a nerd. I mean, I wear the glasses, but I guarantee you, man, test my intelligence over here, and I guarantee you'll be pleasantly, maybe you won't be surprised. Most people that know me already know I'm an intelligent guy. But I'm a geek. I'm a nerd. Man, my first faith is God. My second faith is anime. So I know how to get. So I had to get deep into anime to understand how to take these beatings that I'm telling you guys about, so that way you can better yourself and go out there and hit your home run, man. Be prepared. get hurt, man. You're gonna hear 1,000 no's. You can't. It's like investments, man. You can't expect to grow from powerful investments and you ain't putting no money in. Sometimes you're gonna lose a lot before you gain a lot. And for you guys who are scared to lose a lot, it's just a waste of time. It's like the same terminology that I tell my women clients, that if you're not willing to make dating your number one priority, don't waste my time. Don't come into my office saying, how can I help you find, this and that. It's like I'm not going to waste the time. I'm not going to waste the effort. I'm not going to waste the opportunity of trying to help somebody find something and putting in more effort than they're willing to put. Make it your number one priority, guys. Over the years, I've given you all the steps, and I'm going to continue to do it because I love all you guys and I want to help more people. That's why when I see my videos and I see I got 50 views, man, I'm happy. I'm excited because I'm like, man, it's 50 people. Hopefully 2 or 1 of those people I help. Because I wish I'd had somebody putting out videos to try to help me when I was down at the bottom. All you hear about is dating on this level, man. What about dating from the brothers that are trying to come from the ground up? You don't hear nobody talking about how to get, suits on a budget and how to fight depression and how to fight loneliness and pain. Yeah, well, I guess you do, but it's not on a common man level where it's like you can reach out. I have the Facebook platform so people can reach out to me, so people can speak to me, because I'm not gonna be, that dude if I ever, ascend, and that's God's choice. But if God decides that I'm that dude that needs to ascend, I'm still gonna be sitting there answering every single message like I do right now. I got a ton of birthday wishes yesterday, and best believe I replied to every single one of them. I think people need someone that they can actually touch, talk to, speak to, see. People need someone they can actually be involved with. And I think too often, you're right, you get somebody posting videos that get a ton of views, but you can't even speak to them. That's what made Kevin Samuel so famous. It wasn't that average at best video. It was the fact that this is a guy that everybody can reach out to. Like Tupac said, I ain't hard to find. So as men, I don't want you to see this video and just think that it's just up here just for views. It's up here because I'm reaching out. I got my, in the description below, I got my email address. I want you brothers to feel like you can reach out to me, ask me some questions. If you want to know my Facebook group, I will post a link to my Facebook group. Because I want to get as many people involved for this conversation. I want people to pick my mind, ask some questions. Let me see if I can help you out. Because in 2023, we need to do much better, much different, much more philosophical solutions than we did in 2022. Because in 2022, I was just, it's all like, I have a master's degree, right? And a lot of people say, well, what's the difference between the bachelor's degree and the master's degree? Of course, the ideology is that it's much tougher. But the difference is, in your bachelor's degree, you learn the concepts. With your master's degree, you apply the concepts. So bachelor's degree, you learn the concepts. Master's degree, you apply the concepts. And I think that's where the domino difference is. Once you learn to apply the concepts that you've learned, then the whole process makes a lot more sense. So I want to take the time to thank all you guys for all the time you put into watching these videos. Very meaningful for me. Again, I apologize that it took so long to do a video, because I've done like 7 or 8 of them. They kept getting copyright strike. And it just driving me insane. No, it really was. I ain't gonna lie. It drove me insane. I mean that literally. It drove me crazy. Kept getting copyright strikes. But from now on, until I figure something else out, I'm just gonna do regular videos, hoping that it reaches the same message. I want to thank all of you guys for continuing to support me as I try to help as many people as I can find happy, healthy, loving, long-term relationships. Next video gonna be spicy, but I decided to keep it simple for 2023. Till next time, guys. Peace. We out. See you next time.